Hi, it's Mrs. Dowd. I just finished phonics dancing. I hope you did too. Now it's time for word work. This will be our last day to review prefixes. You take a root word, put the prefix before. Who's that knocking at the root word door? Remember, a root word is a word in its simplest form. It can stand alone. Prefix has pre in it, which means these are the letters that come before the root word. Let's get started. Today, you'll be writing words that have the prefix un, or pre, or re. Can you write the word unsafe? Unsafe. Pretty easy. I hear un as my prefix, safe. S, a, f. That would say unsafe, so I better give it a super silent E. Here's my cape. I'll put that long, strong symbol here. My root word is safe. My prefix is un, so I want to box that in. Since it's knocking at the root word door, I give it a little doorknob. Unsafe, not safe. Your next word, pre-test, which means I'll test before. Pre-test. I think you know it starts with that P-R-E. Test, t-s. I notice that consonant cluster at the end of the word. My root word is test. Here's my prefix. It is pre. Pre-test. I'll test before. Next word, recreate. Recreate. I know that you see that starts with the R-E. Recreate. E. I'm going to need my scaredy cats right here. Recreate, and this has a super silent E at the end. I'll hunk and chunk, that's scaredy cat, E and A, underline the CR for my consonant cluster. Create is my root word. Re is my prefix. Recreate. I will create it again. Last word, unkind. Unkind. I know you know that starts with un, kind, kind. Kind is my root word. Un is my prefix. Here's my little doorknob. Unkind means I am not kind. Let's bracket the root word and box the prefix. Here's afraid, and I see un. Oh wow, this has a double hunk and chunk. Here's chain and un. Here's pre and game. I'll stick that cape right here. Here's pre, boxing that in, up, another scaredy cat. Heat. Here's re, use, and here's re and take. Can you put a check mark over the word that means I will use it again? That's reuse. It is not chained. Can you put an X over that word? It is not changed. It is not chained, not chained. Right here, that would be unchained. It's before the game. Can you put a circle over the word that means before the game? That would be a pregame. Which one means you will take it again? Can you put a triangle over the word that means take it again, which would be retake? Can you put a square over the word that means you're not afraid? That would be unafraid. And let's just read this last one. It is preheat, so I will heat that oven beforehand. Word wall fun today. I want to know the antonym. Are you ready? The antonym means opposite. The antonym means opposite. The antonym means opposite. Opposite. I say hot, you say cold. I say night, you say day. Let's look at these words right here. I say afraid, You say, what's the opposite of afraid? It is unafraid. Let's do the antonym again. The antonym means opposite. The antonym means opposite. The antonym means opposite. Opposite. If I say someone's unkind, what would the antonym be? This would be kind. So I'm afraid, I'm unafraid. I'm unkind, I'm kind. Let's do the antonym. The antonym means opposite. The antonym means opposite. The antonym means opposite. Opposite. What if I say I feel unsafe? I think you have to look for the root word in that, and you would know the antonym of unsafe is safe. Let's take a look at Mathmania. We'll start out with this. We want to know which one of these three shapes is divided into halves. When I write half, that is written as 1 out of 2. So each of these shapes has 2 parts. The number at the bottom is the total number. But for it to be divided in halves, each of the shapes need to have equal parts. Don't think it's this one. This side of this rectangle doesn't look like this. Do you think it's this one? Absolutely not. Those 2 sides do not look alike. It's got to be this one. This side of the rectangle is exactly like this. Let's color 1 out of 2 of those shapes yellow. 1 out of 2 of those shapes red. And you know, I've just colored 1 out of 2 in yellow. I've colored 1 out of 2, or a half of that shape, in red. Here's how I know it's right. The number at the bottom is the total number, 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. If I go the opposite way, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2, if I take away one of those, is 1. 2 take away 1 is 1. I just put a little fact family review in there. Now it's time to put these numbers in order from smallest to largest. So we've been looking at our hundreds boards and our 10 sticks. So if I have 199, 170, 121, 162, here's 100. I don't have any numbers in the 110s. Let's see. Do I have any numbers in the 120s? I do. I have 121. How about any in the 130s? Doesn't look like it. 140s, 150s, 160s, 160s. There it is, 162. How about 170s? Yep, there it is, 170, which leaves my last number. Here's 80 and 90. We've got 199, which is actually the last number in the 100s. Take a look at this. I want to do my read and solve. So we're looking for key numbers and keywords. This is a word problem about nocturnal animals. Those are those animals that are awake at night and asleep in the day. Yesterday, while we were awake, there were 6 frogs sleeping on a lily pad. So I'm going to show you that 6 right here. I'm going to make that 5 with a 6. There were 6 owls asleep in the barn. So let's make that 5 right over here. And 6. So far my key numbers are 6 and 6. And there were 2 raccoons asleep. I'm sleeping in a sewer. That's kind of gross. What is the sum of all those nocturnal animals sleeping while you're awake? What do we know? The sum is the answer. The answer is the sum. In addition, The sum is the answer. Now, I can do this in a few ways. I like to think of 6 as 5 plus 1 and 5 plus 1, and there are my 2 extra for the raccoons. So I could say here's my 5 plus 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I wanted to, I could find my doubles. I know 6 plus 6 equals 12. That's right here. If I add 2 more, 13, 14. So it would be 14 in all. Now, the last bonus right here. How many more owls were asleep than raccoons? So if we look, there were 6 owls asleep, 2 raccoons asleep. So let's just take a look. How many more means subtraction. If I put my 6 right here, and I show my 2 raccoons right here, how many more owls right here do you see than raccoons? There is a tie and a tie. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have also hit my head and said 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's 4 more. That's your word work in Math Mania for today. Have a great day.